Hey there everyone, I'm Tyler Pyburn of the Pulse Network here having a conversation leading up to the 2012 NAB show and really the great content shift that's taken place across the industry right now. Now we're talking with Marc Hamaker of Autodesk, and Marc, let's talk about the content life cycle, if you will, because that's something that has definitely changed. But really, how has the shift in technology changed that content life cycle?
Well, I think that there's so much more content that I think you have to fight for a viewer's attention, regardless of where you're delivering it. So I I don't like it when people use the term disposable content, because I don't think that it's that there's disposable content. I think there's just so much more content and so many more places to deliver content to people that unless your content's really compelling, it won't grab the attention of your viewer, and it won't have much of a life, whether it's online or as a traditional broadcast. I mean, you don't have to wait for, Friday night at 8, 7 Central to see a show. You can see just about anything you want on demand. So I think the challenge for content creators is to create content that will get attention in a very crowded space.
Now, one thing's interesting about that, though, Marc, is because we're hearing so many of the marketing companies use the word velocity. We need the right velocity, constant velocity, and we need constant, compelling content at all times. But is there a medium? Because sometimes creating that compelling content isn't something that just happens overnight and you push out the next morning. That takes time. Can you find that medium in between the two, or is it really one way or the other?
Well, I mean, I think that regardless of how much content or where we're using it, or whether we're using it in interactive ads or on traditional sort of show and movie content, it really comes down to storytelling. We talk a lot about the idea, with our products. We think we offer, tools that include, everything from editorial to really high quality visual effects, 3D animation, things that you can use to tell a story. But I mean, I'll be honest, that all the effects in the world, all the fast edits, all the animated characters and technology isn't going to carry if you don't have a good story behind it. So, I think that sometimes people do push a little bit too much. Everything has to be a video. Everything has to be cool. It has to be hip. It has to be the latest thing. But if you don't have a good story, your audience isn't going to care.
Very cool. I'm just going to leave it with that. He is Marc Hamaker of Autodesk. Marc, I appreciate you taking time out of the day. Really great stuff. Great talking with you.
Yeah, it was good talking to you.
Excellent. So for Marc, folks, I'm Tyler Pyburn of the Pulse Network. I want to thank you guys so much for being part of our conversation leading up to the 2012 NAB show.